Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind Meditation. And welcome to Sunday morning. Right, everything's in place and we are indeed ready. Welcome to a Sunday silent meditation. On a Sunday, we always dedicate this space to stillness by having a silent meditation together. What is your relationship to silence? Do you find it easy to be in silence by yourself? Or is there a lot of resistance within you to the idea of surrendering yourself into a silent space for a while? Do yourself a favor in some time and search around for thoughts and ideas on the topic of silence. There are so many ways in which to attempt to articulate something that no words could possibly do justice, but still, words are one of the ways in which our human brain forms an understanding of the universe. Sunmarie, good morning. Anthony, good morning. Linda, good morning. Hello, beautiful humans. Welcome to this beautiful Sunday morning. So a few thoughts to describe silence when I search around are things like, silence is not the absence of something, but the presence of everything. It is the presence of time undisturbed. I think it's a beautiful description of silence. Silence is not an absence, but a presence, not an emptiness, but a repletion, a filling up. Silence is a gift. Learn to value its essence. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. Silence can be found. Silence can be lost. And silence can be recovered, but silence cannot be imagined. Silence can be felt, though. It can be felt within the chest. Silence nurtures human nature and helps people understand who they are. It also makes people better listeners to each other and to nature. Hey Pat, good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to this silent space. The next thought is, silence is the sound of God. Silence is the sound of God. Our teacher for this week has been Wayne Dyer, and today we're asking him for his thoughts on silence specifically. All the others that I've just read to you are just thoughts on silence I found. But this is specifically Wayne Dyer's thoughts. He says, take some time to be silent and repeat the sound of God as an inner mantra. I found those words so incredibly beautiful. Repeat the sound of God as an inner mantra. Meditation allows you to make conscious contact with your source and achieve success in every area. If a problem arises, then go within, get very quiet about it, and find the answers inside of you. He says, embrace silence, since meditation is the only way to truly come to know your source. He says, make peace with silence and remind yourself that it is in this space that you'll come to remember your spirit. When you are able to transcend an aversion to silence, you will also transcend many other miseries. And it is in this silence that the remembrance of God will be activated. Another thought from Wayne Dyer is, there's no such thing as a bad meditation. Any time you spend in silence is valuable. It's clear how silence is the space in which we find ourselves closest to God. And to add just one more very important side effect to silence, you also find yourself becoming closer and closer with you. Wayne Dyer says, it is impossible to be lonely if you like the person you are alone with. How beautiful is that? Listen to it one more time. It is impossible to be lonely if you like the person that you're alone with. Hey, Pepe. Good evening to you. Great to see you. Stillness is not a passive state. It is a state of full participation that requires intention and discipline. It's a journey inwards, a descent into the depths of our consciousness to discover our connection to the entire universe and understand just how we are able to move along with life itself. As we embrace silence, we begin to peel away the layers of conditioning and societal expectations that obscure our true nature. We uncover the essence of who we are, the manifestation of the divine itself into form. So if you're ready, let's slip into this silent space together. You can close your eyes, and here we go. Starting with the first few big breaths. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. With every inhale, feel every cell in your body rise. With every exhale, feel every cell in your body fall. You're not here to try and force your brain to do anything. Silence is not the absence of a brain. Stillness comes from realizing that there is something within us that is already there. Silence, stillness, the presence of God, it is already there. Thoughts don't stop. Thoughts can only distract us from that silent space. And what we get better at is not stopping the thinking. but we get better at not being so distracted by the thoughts. So imagine for a moment standing on a river bank, watching logs float by. You could jump in and ride the logs, or you could just watch the stream of logs float past. Our thoughts are a bit like that. We can choose to jump in and ride on the back of these thoughts. We can also choose to have awareness every time we find ourselves riding these thoughts, and take a step back again, and again and again. So as you slip into silence, simply be aware of when the thought has hijacked you again. And every time you realize you are riding a thought, come back to your breath, come back to softening into your body, and repeat the process over and over again. I'll check in with you at the end of this phase. Continue your full body breathing. Use the last few breaths of this phase to help your body stretch, adjust, and settle down, finding as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at the very least, finding ourselves as present as we possibly can be right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. So as you breathe in, really feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, the reminder is that we don't need to have complete silence around us to find that place. We don't even need to have complete silence within us. Our brain will probably not shut off. But we can find that stillness is simply something that's deeper. The thoughts are on the surface, but the stillness lies deeper. It is like slipping below the surface of a pool. And from underneath there, if you look through the water upwards, you can still see the people around the pool. You can still somewhat hear them. But you've slipped into a quieter space. The presence of God, the sound of God, already lives within us. We find it when we get better at not being distracted. In between your breath holds, you can take as many easy breaths as you need. But come back to your breath hold, diving into you again and again. I'll check in with you at the end of this phase. Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a long and slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll share just a few thoughts on silence with you one more time. Wayne Dyer says there is no such thing as a bad meditation. Any time that you spend in silence is valuable. He says, embrace silence, since meditation is the only way to truly come to know your source. And perhaps Wayne Dyer's most beautiful words on silence is, take some time to be silent and repeat the sound of God as an inner mantra. There are many teachings that say silence is the sound of God. Silence is how we get to a deeper relationship with ourselves, which is why Wayne Dyer says it's impossible to be lonely if you like the person that you're alone with. We have a few more minutes of silence left. A few more minutes of getting to like the person that you are alone with. I'll check in with you at the end of this phase. Stillness is not a passive state. True stillness is a state of being in cooperation with the universe. True surrender is not a passive state. True surrender is a state of being in cooperation with life itself. Imagine a surfer on a surfboard riding a wave. The surfer is not creating the wave, life is. The surfer does not ride the wave by being in resistance to it. The surfer is in complete surrender. And clearly, surrender is not a passive state. Surrender is being in cooperation with life itself. Learning how to move as life moves. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this silent space to share in together. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to become better at surrendering to the stillness that's already there. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how to become better at not being in resistance to life, but learning how to move and co-create with life. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the image of the surfer. Such a beautiful symbol of co-creation. Being surrendered, but clearly not passive. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for slipping into this quiet place with us. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Pupe. Thank you, Sunmary. Thank you, Charlene. Nyambezi, good morning. I'm very happy that you popped in with us. I hope you had a bit of time to sit down with us too. Wishing you the most beautiful day. I hope you have enough rest. I hope you have enough fun. And if you want to, if you're ready, we can jump into the next week, right here tomorrow. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.